So this gives you a basic geography of the area. So we've got Volvis Bay here. This road coming down here then curves round and comes down to Sesrum down here. Windhoek is over here. Etosha is up here. And this is the bottom, well, there's Damaraland in the centre there. So we're on the coast. So in terms of towns, yes, we've got Volvis Bay and Swakopmund. The next town along the coast is Henties Bay. And as far as towns along the coast, that's it. There is nothing. There's no other towns along the coast. Then we've got our Windpomp, which used to be called Mile 14, Cape Cross, Mile 108, Terrace Bay, all the way up here. Jackalsput's Mile 72 and Torra Bay are the seasonal ones. And then, yes, they're the two gates on Skeleton Coast National Park. And here's Horicas. Yeah. It's those junctions are really difficult to scale. So yes, Palmvag's up there and Horicas is here.
I don't know, I see the two yellow dots you were talking about.
Yes.
I was wondering where they are.
So they're the entrance and exit gates to the Skeleton Coast National Park. So we're going to start right at the bottom, just a general average day at the beach of Skeleton Coast. And it gives you some idea as to why it's called Skeleton Coast, because I'm sure you've all heard the story, Skeleton Coast, shipwrecks, people dying, littered with bodies. No. It's whale bones from the whalings, the whaling season that used to be along the coast, and the seal bones that litter the coast. There is a lot of shipwrecks along the coast, because this is literally, I am standing on the beach filming this. So I'm not out at sea, and then I fell in the sea. But it gives you an idea how rough the water is, which is why there's a lot of physical shipwrecks along the coast. Because as we'll see in some later pictures and videos, because you've got the hot desert right there and the cold Atlantic Ocean with the Benguela Current coming up from the south, you get this hot, cold, and this fog comes in and out. And this is deep water right close to the shore. So a lot of shores in the fog, navigating incorrectly, get pushed onto the beach. Having said that, some of the wrecks that you go and see nowadays were actually not caught like that. Most of the wrecks that you go and visit along the coast in the southern section were actually boats that lost control at sea and then were just pushed onto the beach. Some of them were wrecks that were being towed from Cape Town north to be repaired, and they're forever going to be loved on the Skeleton Coast. So the first place that we do come to accommodation-wise is Windpomp, or Mile 14. Mile 14 is 14 kilometres from Swakopmund, so a nice original name.
14 miles.
14 miles, yes, sorry, yes, 14 miles, not 14 kilometres. Don't. From Swakopmund. Talking of miles, did I get coffee? Oh, yes, thank you. It's a long story, and apparently I talk too much in training anyway. So another time. So Mile 14 used to be run by Namibia Wildlife Reservations. Then it gave a hybrid where they rented out a lot of their beach accommodations to private companies, and eventually Sun Karos took over Mile 14 and called it Windpomp 14 because it was famous because it used to have a big wind pump that pumped fresh water, and north of Swakopmund it was the first freshwater supply that was available inland. The big wind pump used to pump the water up for the cattle and the people going up the coast. So it's taken over by Sun Karos. It used to be a very basic camp, but now they've done a good job. As you can see, this is the beach down at Windpomp. This is just a mini video, all self-contained camping units now. They've all got a fridge, gas, toilet, running water, electricity, and their own big spot where you can get 2 or 3 vehicles in. They've also got a really nice entertainment area. I paused that brilliantly, didn't I? Where they've got an entertainment area with a bar, restaurant. They do sell basic supplies. Usually on Friday and Saturday through most of the busy season of the year, they have entertainment at night, which is really nice. So it's quite a nice social place. The accommodation is just camping at the moment. They do have plans to build rooms there. They should have built them pre-COVID. COVID put paid to that. So hopefully in the future they'll actually have some beach chalet rooms there as well. But we'll get that as it progresses. At the moment it's just camping, but they try and make it the nicest camping on the Skeleton Coast. And it's good facilities. The advantage is that it's only 14 miles, thank you, from Swakopmund. And there's not a great deal of camping in Swakopmund, especially that we can work with. And it gets full very quickly. So it's close enough to Swakopmund that you can stay there and camp and drive into Swakopmund and use all the restaurants and facilities and activities. But far enough from Swakopmund that it's peaceful and quiet. But it's a beach location. Apart from December, which we'll handle entirely different, a lot of people don't spend a lot of time along Skeleton Coast. There's three main reasons to go to Skeleton Coast. Someone give me any of the reasons. Why would you go to Skeleton Coast? Anybody? Fishing. Fishing is the big reason that most people spend any length of time on the Skeleton Coast. Any other two reasons? Sorry?
It's cooler.
It's cooler, yep, so sort of escape from the heat of the summer. And that's why December, January is so packed, because it's the hottest time of the country. So most of the people from Namibia, in the Central Highlands, go to the coast in the hot summer because you've got this mist that comes in, and 20, 21 degrees is like the hottest it gets along the coast. So it's a really nice relief from 40-degree heat in Windhoek. Third reason. Well, there is Ludwitz as well. There's used to be, but no. But why would an average person, like a tourist,
Go mining.
go mining, go diamond mining? I suppose that's, you don't have to have any ideas. From this corner, you're bursting. I think no.
Like there's a couple of sites that you could see, like the seal colony. And
Yep, there is a couple of.
because of the shipwrecks.
There is a couple of.
Swakopmund in general.
No, in the Skeleton Coast in general.
Oh,
Because it's like an odd area. If I would say to you, we're going to go on holiday to the Skeleton Coast, I don't think any of you are big fishermen. You'll all go, apart from Meryl, go, thank you.
It's the location in general.
It's its position, so partly its location, because when most people are doing a tour of Namibia, it's inconvenient or convenient between the desert, Swakopmund, and Damaraland and Etosha. You have to pass through it. So a lot of people just use Skeleton Coast as a passing through and to say they've been to Skeleton Coast. It is quite fascinating, but for an average tourist, you're going to spend 2 hours there and you're going to go, can we leave now? And usually it's windy because of the location.